So normally when we start a game of Yu-Gi-Oh, you roll dice, and whoever has the highest order on the dice roll gets to go first.
Mm-hmm.
But because you're my wife and I'm being kind to you, I will let you choose if you want to go first or second.
I'm scared.
Do you want to go first?
I don't know. I guess. I don't know.
Going first is generally better, but you get to start your hand. You get to start with 5 cards, and then I get to draw for turn when I go second.
There's so much new information in my brain.
So would you like to? So you want to go first? I promise.
I don't even know what I do when I go first.
I just showed you the combo when you go first. If you just to try your best, and then I'll help you. So then we cut each other's decks. So this is your deck, so I'm gonna cut it, and then you cut mine. Thank you, I appreciate you. And then you draw 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Some of them are upside down. Oh, they're all upside down.
Oh,
I should turn my deck around. Whee! Yikes.
And then now what you do is you enter the draw phase. Because you're going first, you don't draw a card. Then you go into standby phase. The standby phase is just a timing where like people can do stuff if they have effects that let them do stuff.
I don't remember what I had to do first.
And then now you go to your main phase, and now you can start making moves.
I don't remember what I was supposed to do first.
Do you have Maiden of White or Sage with Eyes of Blue in your hand?
I have Sage.
Just Sage.
Yes.
All right, you're gonna normal summon Sage with blue eyes.
Okay.
And now you're gonna activate his effect.
What's his effect?
His effect is gonna let you search. I'm gonna fix them for you. His effect says you can search a light spellcaster tuner. And so you're going to search Maiden of White.
Oh, she's right there.
So you add it to your hand.
Okay. And then what?
And then his effect is resolved and you're done with his effect.
Okay.
Now you're going to activate Maiden of White.
Okay. So where do I put her?
You put her in the graveyard. And you say, I'm activating Maiden.
Activating Maiden of White.
And I tell you that your effect resolves. So it's good. You can resolve your effect. So now you're going to go in your deck and you're going to set True Light directly from your deck.
See, this is white. I don't know where it is.
Well, it's in there somewhere.
It's traded. There's True Light. I found it.
So you activate it directly in your spell and trap card zone.
Okay.
And then you put your deck down. You don't keep looking through it.
I don't know what I'm doing.
And now you activate True Light.
Okay. Activating it.
And now you search your deck.
Oh no.
For wishes for Eyes of Blue. I think that's the card. It's the card that I showed you earlier with the gold foiling and the blue eyes flying in the sky.
Wishes for eyes. Okay.
Yep. And so that sets it. So you set it right on your field.
Okay.
Right there.
Then what?
And now you activate it.
So monotonous.
So you activate it, and now you discard 1 card for cost. Because you have to pay the cost of the card.
So any card?
Any card from your hand. Yep, that can be any card you don't want in your hand
I
anymore.
don't know any of them do, so.
Bye,
dictator.
Dictator of D, goodbye. And now you search a light spellcaster tuner. So you can search Maiden. You could search Sage with Eyes of Blue, Maiden of White, or Effect Veiler. If you already have an extra, I would probably search another Maiden of White or an extra Sage with Eyes of Blue. So you can do the full combo that I just showed you. And you get to search 2 cards. So you're also going to search Roar of the Blue Eyes.
I remember that. Where is Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's gotta be in here. Okay. Now what?
Now,
what happens now?
you take this guy and you link him into the Spirit of Blue Eyes. So you now use your extra deck.
Where do I put these?
There go in your hand. And this goes to the graveyard.
Now what am I doing?
Now you summon him to the extra monster zone, sending him to the graveyard.
This guy?
Yep.
Right here? That's mine?
That's yours. Now it's yours.
Okay.
You can use either one, but now this one's yours.
Okay.
And now you activate his effect.
Which is?
To search for Mausoleum of White.
It's a lot of searching.
There's a lot of searching in Yu-Gi-Oh! You are right. And no, you have to add it to your hand first. At least I'm pretty sure you add it to your hand first. Oh, you add it to your hand.
And now I can put
Now
it in
you can activate it.
Oh my god. Here, right?
Yep, right there. Now you activate it. I'm activating, and now you target the spirit with Eyes of Blue.
Uh-huh.
So activate its effect.
Activate.
Targeting. And now you
fire.
Now you send one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to your graveyard.
Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Yes. Okay. Blue Eyes White Dragon is in the graveyard.
Now you trigger this guy's effect.
Which is?
And now you activate it, so he tributes himself. Tribute means he goes to the graveyard. And then you summon out your Blue Eyes. So summon your Blue Eyes wherever you want. And now your Maiden triggers. So remember that Maiden that you discarded earlier? She activates and you summon her. And now, do you remember what you do?
Something about synchro? Linking?
Now you synchro summon.
Okay.
So you synchro these two together, and they go to the graveyard together.
Okay.
And now you summon Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon.
Yeah. Wait. Oh. Okay.
And now you have another normal summon thanks to Mausoleum of White. So now you summon your other Maiden of White using your normal summon. Nope, you have it in your hand.
I do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. Remember we searched it earlier.
No, I don't remember.
So normal summon again.
Okay.
And now you activate Roar of the Blue Eyes, which we searched earlier, to summon a Blue Eyes from your deck. You can summon from your deck or graveyard, but because Blue Eyes is a bad draw, you don't want to draw him. You want him in your deck. So you want to get him out of your deck.
Some other Blue Eyes. Where are you? Where is it? Oh my god. Ah. Found it. Okay. Now what? Where do I...
He summons it. You summon him.
Here?
To wherever you want.
Okay.
And now this goes to the graveyard.
Okay.
And now you synchro summon again and make another one of him.
Okay. You should have just had me do it the first time instead of watching you do it.
To make sure you knew how to do it. I had to make sure I knew how to do it in order to remember. And now, if you have any trap cards in your hand that you want to set, you set them. Or if you want to keep the rest of your cards in your hand, you keep them in your hand. And now you proceed to the end phase.
Okay.
And then it'll be my turn, and I'll draw for turn.
Jack's turn.
All right, Jack's turn. Jack draws for turn. And now you activate these two effects. You remember? So in the draw phase, you're gonna trigger this one and then this one.
They trigger those two dragons.
So they tribute themselves. And you summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon in defense mode. And then you summon Azure Eyes Silver Dragon in defense mode. Alright, now I will continue with my turn.
It's so rude to do that in the middle of somebody's turn.
What do you mean it's rude?
It is rude.
I
It's
don't
your
think
turn. It's not my turn.
All
I
right.
just had my long ass turn.
Well, you're ready. My turn's about to be pretty long, too.
Okay.
I'm going to start by activating Charge of the Light Brigade. So for cost, I mill 3 cards off the top of my deck, and I send them to the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get to search a level 4 or lower Lightsworn monster and add it to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay? Because you have an effect that could say no.
Do I? Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Do it. So I'm gonna add the wolf, the jacked wolf that you talked about earlier.
Buff.
And then this goes to the graveyard.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna activate Weiss, the Lightsworn Archfiend, in my hand. So what he does for cost is that he takes my wolf and he puts him on the top of my deck.
Okay.
And now the effect would be he would summon himself, and then I mill the top 2 cards of my deck. Is that okay, or would you like to respond?
That's okay. I don't know what I would respond with.
With your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
How?
Because it says quick effect. That means whenever you want. When a card or effect is activated on the field. Oh no, this has to be on the field. You can't respond to this. I lied.
Okay. Okay, so just go.
So summon him, and then I mill 1, 2.
2.
So then
Bye.
my wolf triggers because he went from the deck to the graveyard, so I get to summon him.
Yep.
And now I'm gonna synchro summon. And I'm gonna summon Minerva, the Athenian Lightsworn. Her effect says that I can then dump directly from my deck. I can send 2 cards I can send 2 Lightsworn monsters up to the number of types that I use to summon her of Lightsworn monsters. So I used 2 different types, so I get to send 2 different Lightsworn monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Because that you could negate with that.
Just go.
So I'm going to send Fellis, and I'm going to send
Sir Fellis.
Vice.
Remember you called it Weiss?
Well, it should be Vice. Vice and Voof.
Yeah.
And so now these both go to the graveyard, and now they both activate. And so Vice triggers to reborn a Lightsworn. So I'm going to reborn my Voof, and then Fellis triggers to summon.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to synchro summon.
Synchro summon?
Into
Synchro summon. Dun, 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 dun.
Centurion Primera Primus. And so when she's synchro summoned, I can add a emblema card from my deck to my hand. And then I can destroy 2 cards. If you can add one per turn, then or graveyard. Then you can destroy 2 cards if a face-up Centurion monster you control leaves the field. So I haven't done that yet. So I just need it. So I can just add 1 emblema card. Is that okay?
Yeah. I don't even know what that means. Amoeba?
Emblema.
Blemish?
So I'm going to add Emblema Oath.
Emblema.
Emblema. So now I'm going to overlay these 2.
Mm-hmm.
And summon number 90 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord.
Oh, yeah. You showed me that one.
Alright. Now I'm going to activate Emblema Oath. That lets me set
Did you just do that?
No, I searched it. Now I'm going to activate it.
Oh. I thought it was already on the field.
And so this is going to let me set a Centurion monster directly from my deck to my spell and trap card zone as a continuous trap. Is that okay?
Whatever you just said, sure. My brain's short-circuited. It's a lot of new information.
I'm going to set Centurion Primera. Now I'm going to activate Primera's effect as a trap to summon herself. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to activate her effect as a monster to search for a Centurion card. Is that okay?
Sure. I don't know. You're making it sound like I know.
Well, you could say no. You have.
And then what happens?
Then it doesn't work. If you use that card to say no, then it doesn't work.
And then what happens?
And then nothing. And then it would have stayed in the spell and trap card zone.
And then it would be my turn?
No, it wouldn't be your turn. I still get to keep playing.
Oh.
But then that effect doesn't happen.
Okay, well, I don't know.
All right. I'm going to activate Stand Up Centurion. When this card is activated, I discard one card. So I'm going to discard my Centurion Atri. And it lets me place a Centurion monster from my deck in my extra monster zone. I mean, not my extra monster, in my spell and trap card zone.
All right, go ahead.
I'm going to set Centurion Gargoyle. Now I'm going to activate Centurion Gargoyle to summon. Is that fine?
Yeah.
So now I'm going to trigger Stand Up Centurion's effect. It lets me synchro summon at a quick effect. Well, a trigger effect. It lets me just do it right away.
Go for it. Have fun.
And so that's going to let me summon Centurion Legacia. And then her effect's going to activate, and so she's going to try to destroy the card on the field you have with the biggest attack. And then she's also going to let me draw one card. Now remember, this card I'm pretty sure is protecting your stuff. So until the end of they can also not be destroyed by card effects. Yep, so this is protecting your stuff. So this won't destroy that, but I'll still get to draw one card. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I will draw my one card. Do you want to cut before I draw? Because I've looked through my deck, so I know what's in there.
Okay. You ain't gonna be cheating.
Draw. I'm trying not to cheat.
We know how much of a cheater you are.
We do know how much of a cheater.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
And now, because I haven't normal summoned, I'm going to normal summon Centurion Trudea.
Thumbnail, me cheating against my wife.
Me cheating on my wife? In Yu-Gi-Oh?
Bum, bum, bum.
And now I'm going to activate her effect to place her in the spell and trap card zone as a continuous trap. And so I can set another Centurion monster as a trap.
There you go.
So set her. And then I'm going to set Centurion Primera. I can't summon either of these anymore. So it's just because, so I've already used her effect to summon, so I can't use it again. I'm just putting her there.
Okay. So now what?
Now I'm done playing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the battle phase. Because I went second, so I get to battle with you.
Oh yeah, that was just the draw phase, wasn't it?
That was my main phase, not the draw phase.
Whatever.
And so now, because my Legacia has a bigger attack than your Azure Eye Silver Dragon has in defense, I get to attack it. Bop!
No.
And it's destroyed.
Boo.
But you take no damage.
Does it go away though?
It goes to the graveyard.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Savage. Pour some out for Adam. Silver Dragon.
And then, because your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon is too big, I can't attack over it with my Photon Lord. So I'll go to the main phase 2.
Main phase 2?
Yeah, I get to keep playing.
Oh my god.
But I have nothing left to play. So then I'll go to the end phase. But now, because you used Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, its effect triggers, and you don't have your Azure Eyes anymore, so it destroys your ultimate Spirit Dragon.
Sad. Bye.
But now his effect triggers, and now you get to reborn something. So he says that when he's destroyed, you can special summon one light dragon monster from your graveyard except himself. So you can pick any light dragon that's in there and summon it back out.
One of these?
You could summon one of those if you want. he can't tag out anymore because he wouldn't be synchro summoned anymore. But you could pick Blue Eyes, you can pick Azure Eyes.
I pick Azure Eyes.
Sure. And now, and my card will now activate and so she'll place a Centurion monster in the spell and trap card zone.
Wait, I thought you were in your end phase.
Yeah, that's her effect in the end phase. So I'm gonna set Centurion Atri.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not set. I'm gonna place, and then I will pass the turn to you. So now it's your turn. So you get to draw for turn.
How many do I get to draw?
1.
Okay. Well, now what do I do?
Now you play with the cards in your hand and that you have on the field. Remember, you have True Light. So True Light says that you can special summon a Blue Eyes from your hand or graveyard, or set a card that mentions Blue Eyes. And so if you summon a Blue Eyes, that will also trigger your Maiden.
Summon those. And then what do I do?
Well, now you can do whatever you want. Now the world is your oyster. Do you want to
God.
Do you want to synchro
That's what
summon?
I was gonna do because that's what I know how to do. I don't know what I'm doing. This.
Summon your Spirit Dragon.
Uh-huh. And then what do I do after that?
Well, now you could use Spirit Dragon's effect to tag into Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
Yeah.
Well, not Neo Blue Eyes, into the other dragon.
How do I do that?
You activate its quick effect. You say effect of the
Quick
to summon.
effect.
Mm-hmm.
You contribute this card and summon one light. So I summon a different one?
Yep. So you could summon the other.
Do I get to summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon?
Yeah, you can summon Blue Eye, but it has to be in defense mode, so you couldn't use it to attack this turn. But you can. But it has to be a synchro monster. So I think the only one you got in there is Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
Or Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon?
No, because it has to be. I'm pretty sure it has to be a synchro monster.
Okay, so then I'll summon this.
Yeah. That's not a synchro monster. That's
You
a
just
fusion
said a
monster.
Neo Blue
No.
You literally just said that.
I'm sorry. I meant Blue Eye. I meant Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon.
Okay, that's what I was going to do, and then you said no. So.
Has to be in defense.
Oh, yeah. And then what? Now what do I do?
Now, what you can do is you have 3 cards in your hand, so you could keep playing that way. Or you have your face down. I don't know what it is, so you could activate that. I don't know what it does, but...
I have to read it. I didn't read it. I just put it down because it was a trap card. So can I only draw from my hand, or can I do my hand and my graveyard if I'm looking for 3 cards?
Can I read it? And then I can tell you what it...
That's cheating.
I can try.
Can I get...
What is your question? What is the activation requirement?
You get a card, you can show up to 3 of the card in your hand, face up monster zone and or graveyard.
Yep, so they have to be in your... So if you have... So then you're right.
You have to have 3 in your hand or 3
or
in the grave.
3 in your hand, field, or graveyard.
I don't remember what's in my graveyard. How
So
many
you
are
can
in my
look.
graveyard? Wait.
1...
This is cheating!
No, it's not. It's public knowledge. I can look at your graveyard.
But you don't know what card I'm looking for.
You're looking for Blue Eyes.
Are there 3 in there?
There's only 2. But you can use Mausoleum of White to target a card and send a Blue Eyes from your deck, so you can turn it on.
So then I'll have 3 on
Yep, then you'll have 3 in the graveyard.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. You didn't know what I was looking for.
I knew exactly. It's the Blue Eyes deck.
It's public knowledge.
It is public knowledge. I'm allowed to look at your graveyard. You're also allowed to look at my graveyard.
You didn't know what card I was looking for.
You're lucky I'm being nice. I could have Photon Lord negated the Spirit Dragon, and then you wouldn't have that big dragon. I'm being kind.
So mean. Now there's 3.
Yes, now it has to be the other way.
Oops. Oopsie.
Oopsie. Now you can activate that.
Now I'm activating.
All right, what is
Majesty of the White Dragons. I'm gonna put the 3 out.
Does it summon them or reveal them?
It says summon, or it says face up in Monster Zone. Show up to 3 face up in Monster Zone.
So show up to 3 of the Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand, face the field or graveyard. So that doesn't mean you summon them. It just means that you show them in your graveyard. And then destroy an equal number of cards your opponent controls. You can banish this. Okay, so you're going to activate that.
Mm-hmm.
And so then if it resolves, you get to destroy 3 cards I control. So you have 3, so you can destroy up to 3.
I destroy this, this, and this.
Those 3.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
This is destroyed.
Yeah. Bye.
This is destroyed.
Yeah.
This card says that it protects all of my Centurion, level 5 or higher Centurion monsters from destruction.
So I can't destroy
So this one will not be destroyed.
Boo.
And then that goes to the graveyard.
Can I keep going?
You can keep going, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna use this.
Okay.
Do I put it out?
Yep.
And then I get
keep your hand hidden.
Oh, oops. Oopsie. Whoops. I get. Wait.
Now you can summon a Blue Eyes from your graveyard. Yep.
Yeah.
Maiden won't activate again because you've already used it, but that's okay.
Yeah. And then. Okay. Fusion. So then how do I fusion?
Banish card from your graveyard. Fusion summon one monster from your strike using monsters from your hand or field, including a Blue Eyes monster. So you have to. So you would have to have, if you wanted to summon the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, you'd have to have 3 Blue Eyes. Well, I'll read it really quick, just so I make sure I know for sure. Blue Eyes, it has to use 3 specific Blue Eyes or dragons. But if you wanted to, you can banish. If you want, you can banish this and use your Blue Eyes and another dragon monster you control to summon Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. If you want, you don't have to. Remember, my monster is 3,500 attack, and I'm pretty sure Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon is 34, so you can't punch over my Legatio with Tyrant Dragon.
So then what do I do?
Well, do you have any other cards in your hand you can activate?
Can I do an XYZ dragon?
Do you have 2 level 8s? You need 2 level 8s to make the XYZ dragon.
A level 8 of what?
You need 2 level 8 monsters on the field to overlay for the XYZ. That's a 9, a 12, and an 8.
So no.
No. Or because remember, you still...
Can I put out the Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon and then summon the XYZ?
Is Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon an 8?
Yeah.
So if you really want to summon the XYZ, what you can do... No, because you won't have another 8, because you'd have to use your Blue Eyes.
How do I get another Blue Eyes on my field?
You've already used this to summon a Blue Eyes, right?
I don't know. Have I?
Do you have...
You've been doing this for me.
Yes, you did. Do you have a monster in your hand to normal summon and turn into a spirit of white.
No.
No, you don't. Okay.
So is it my turn over then?
Nope. So what you can, it's not over, but before you end your turn, you can set any cards you want to set that are spells or traps you want to place before you end your turn. And once they're placed, you can't activate them until it's my turn.
I'm gonna put down infinite.
Face down.
Face down. Wait, but can I do it now?
No, because you control cards on your field, so you can't activate infinite permanents now.
When can I do it?
On my turn, once it's face down.
Oh, and then I'll just put that face down too.
All right. Are you ending your turn? Are you proceeding to the end phase?
I'm ending my turn.
So before we leave, while we're still in the main phase, I'm gonna try to activate Centurion Trudea to summon Is that okay?
No.
Or would you're gonna negate it with Spirit Dragon?
Yeah.
All right. Just checking. Okay, so it can negate it, but it doesn't do anything else. And then I'm gonna try to activate Primera. Is that okay?
No.
You've already used Spirit Dragon. You can't use it again.
Well, then why are you asking me?
Because I'm just making sure.
So if I can't do anything.
And then I'll activate her effect to add a Centurion card.
Okay. I can't do anything about it.
I'm going to add Centurion Phalanx. And then, are you still proceeding to the end phase?
Well, can I do my thing now?
No.
Oh.
Are you still proceeding to the end phase?
Yeah, I'll just do what.
Then
Stop asking me.
I'll use Legatia to place.
Okay.
So I'll place Centurion Gargoyle.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can cut, and then I'll draw for turn.
I don't have that many cards left.
I've used up a lot. Draw.
What happens if you run out of cards? Do I win?
Yep. You would just win.
Why do you have so many cards in your hand?
Because I just do. Because I didn't use them.
Oh.
Now I'm going to activate Centurion Trudea to summon. Is that okay? In the main phase.
Well, I can't do anything about it.
You can use that.
Okay, then I negate it.
Alright. Now I'll activate Centurion Gargoyle. He'll summon.
Okay.
Now I'll summon... Do I summon that guy? Yeah, I shouldn't know what that is. Now I'm going to summon Crimson Dragon.
Okay.
Now I'm going to activate Crimson Dragon, targeting my Legatia, to tag out my Crimson Dragon into a different level 12 Synchro Monster. Is that okay?
Well, can I do anything about it?
Yeah, you have infinite impermanence, so you can stop it.
I stop it.
That's fine. You can stop it. I'm going to special summon, because I have a Lightsworn in my graveyard, Lightsworn Dragonling. And I'm going to use his effect to send a Lightsworn monster to the graveyard.
Can I read this?
Yeah, you can read it. It's your card. Your force, you can read it.
I didn't know.
I'm going to send Fellis, the Lightsworn Archer. The Lightsworn Archer. And now I'm going to activate Fellis' effect to summon. So I'm going to summon my Fellis. And now...
Meow.
Be nice.
Never. I'm always mean.
Now I'm going to link 2 into Lina the Light Charmer. So I'm going to activate her effect, which is going to let me target a card in your graveyard that's a light monster and summon it.
Okay.
I'm going to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon.
On your field?
Yep,
that's rude.
I'm going to steal it.
That's rude.
Mine. Now I'm going to, because you activated a monster effect during my main phase. This is in the graveyard.
Oh. Sorry.
I'm going to activate Triple Tactics Talent. And so when you activate a monster effect during my main phase, I can do one of 3 things. I can take a monster you control. I can look at your hand and take a card out of it, or I can draw 2 cards.
Well, I don't have a hand, so.
So I'm gonna take a monster you control.
No.
I'm gonna take that guy. And now I'm gonna put him in attack mode. Because I can.
That's so freaking rude.
And then I'm gonna go to the battle phase.
It sounds like I'm done.
Well, so I attacked with Legacia, you didn't take any damage.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna attack with Legacia into him. You take 500.
Sag. So he goes to the graveyard.
He goes to the graveyard.
Sag.
Then I'm gonna take with Ultimate Spirit Dragon into him.
No. Sag.
You take 1,000, so you've taken 1,500 of your 8,000 life points.
No.
Then I'm gonna attack you directly with Blue Eyes.
So that's 4,000?
So that's gonna be 4,500. And then I'm gonna attack you directly with Lina the Light Charmer.
It sounds like I'm done.
No, you're not done. You still actually have life points.
How many life points do I have?
I don't know, not a lot. So you've taken 4,500. So you've taken 6,350. So you still have 1,650
no, I took
life
more
points.
Than that. It was
1,500.
1,500, so it's 6,500, and then 2,000, and then.
No, you didn't take 6,500.
I mean, 8,000 minus 1,500 is 6,500.
Yes.
Idiot. You claim you're a teacher.
65. So you have 65.
No wonder your students are failing at addition.
None of them are failing at addition.
Yuck.
So then you take. So
that's 4,500.
And you're at 3,500 because you're at 6,500 minus 3,000.
You said that was 4,500.
No, this is 3,000.
You said this.
No, I said after this you were at 4,500 life points. Do I need to get a pen?
Why are we not using the app that people use when you do the Yu-Gi-Oh duels?
All right, I'll take your phone and we'll use the calculator. Well, because
you misspoke.
All right.
So now I'm at 3,500, and then what does she do? How much is that?
Mine is 1,850. So 3,500 minus 1,850.
So like 1,650.
That's exactly how much I said previously. And then you yelled at me and said I was wrong. So now I can't battle anymore. I have no more attacks. So I'm going to go to main phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to link off your Spirit Dragon and my Lina. And I'm going to make a Celine. Celine effect activates, so she gets a counter for every spell that is on the field or in the graveyard. So 1, 2, I just need her to have 3. Does she have 3? She has 3! And now I'm going to activate Celine's effect to summon a spellcaster from my graveyard in defense position. So I'm going to summon my Primera.
Now is it my turn?
No. Now I'm going to synchro with your Blue Eyes and my Primera to summon Centurion Auxilla.
Just put me out of my misery.
I actually can't. I need to wait until next turn. And then Auxilla's effect's going to activate, so letting me search a Centurion card. I'm going to add Stand Up Centurion. And now I'll proceed to the end phase, where Legacia effect will activate and his effect will activate, and I get to set 2 Centurion cards. So I'm going to set Gargoyle and Atri. Now it's your turn.
Well, there's not a lot I can do.
You can draw.
How many... Did you only do one normal summon? Did you do any normal summoning?
I have not normal summoned this turn.
Okay.
Because it's your turn. I can't normal summon.
No, I mean... Oh, okay.
However, in your standby phase, I'm going to activate Crimson Dragon effect. Is that okay?
Wait, I'm reading.
Okay.
There's not a lot I can do here. Alright.
You cannot activate Nibiru. You need a Nibiru last turn. Nibiru would have gone crazy last turn.
So I can't do anything.
So, is it my turn?
It has to be. I can't. There's nothing I can do.
You can use True Light.
To do what?
To summon a Blue Eyes from your graveyard, right? Because it's summoned from the graveyard.
I'll summon a Blue Eyes from my graveyard. And now what can I do?
I don't know. Well, you could attack Celine. Or you could attack my Crimson Dragon. I'm going to activate his effect. So he targets and he bounces. And then I summon my Cosmic Blazar Dragon. And he has 4,000 attack. Add something new. You can still attack Celine. Is it my turn?
Yeah, just go. Just put me out of my misery.
Blazar swings over. You take 1,000, and then Legacia swings for game. Good game, duelist. See, that was a lot of fun.
Boo! It was fun for you.
You had fun.
No, I didn't.
That's rude. I looked like you had fun.
I couldn't do anything. After you taught me that one combo, I had no idea what I was doing.
Well, that's why you got to play more. That's why you should play more.
No, because I don't know what any of these cards do.
We're going to practice. Don't worry. We're going to practice, and you're going to learn more, because this is the Classroom YGO.